Thank you for tuning into the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. If you want spiritual guidance, if you want to learn how to work with your ancestors, or if you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, then you can subscribe to our Patreon. You can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. We're going to go ahead and get right into this reading on the business mogul, Supa. So, two people on the staff at Black Spectrum Network, both of them sent me an email, not an email, but they sent me text messages saying I needed to do a reading on the celebrity, the Instagram celebrity or the celebrity mogul, Supa. I'm not really familiar with who this person is. I remember on the Queen's Court, they would sell the crayon case makeup box thing, and I thought it was really creative. Okay, so the first question that we have for Supa is she hexed? Let's see, is she hexed? Okay, it looks like, okay, from what I'm saying is looking like Supa is this particular individual is walking away from it looks like she's walking away from multiple different business opportunities. And she has to walk away from them due to her mental health. And I'm seeing the opportunities being still on the table, but I see that they have to be postponed because right now it seems like, okay, so I'm getting that it seems like she's overworked. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. I'm getting like she's overworked from doing too much, like working too much, staying up too late at night. And I'm also seeing where she may be spreading herself thin with the people that she's around. And the star card is here, so it's about she needs to spend more time in isolation away from people. So she may have too many family demands or demands from friends, maybe even business demands right now, to concentrate on herself. So I get that she's not allowing herself to be inward right now. She's very external. So what I mean is she's more focused on meeting the demands of other people and making sure that they're okay rather than making sure that she's okay. The cards are saying that she's spiritually depleted and she's physically depleted as well due to trying to get another business. It's another business that she was working on getting off of the ground. Now, her mental health is coming up in the reading. There's something here about, okay, so it's about her mental health. There's something with an affair. Is she married? No. One of the she's because one of the questions asked about a fiance. So she's engaged, I guess. So I'm assuming that the gentleman or the, okay, so I'm gonna assume it's a gentleman, but it's a gentleman that she's engaged to is, yeah. So it's a gentleman that she's engaged to that has, like, he has been unfaithful to her in the past, but I feel like their relationship is not in the best place right now. And it's because he's doing his own thing. I feel like I'm getting that he's starting his own business venture, and perhaps he was helping her with hers, and now he's thinking that he can start his own, and she's not exactly ready to let go of him either. Okay. I'm not exactly seeing a hex here. I don't see a hex or a curse just yet. Okay, so let me explain, because you all don't watch Sophisticated Sunday. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is more of a self-hexing because of things that she has done. It's like these are things that she's done, and it's like consequences and karma that she has to pay. It looks like she was trapped. It looks like everything was fine until maybe, I don't know, earlier this year or something. Either way, I see where these symptoms started happening after she traveled somewhere for the purpose of continuing business. So Yes, it was a business trip, and I think that business trip just took everything out of her. That fiance is coming up as a strength card, and I feel like this is a business venture that was for her, but I feel like she's trying to heavily integrate her partner into it and make it appear as though it's for him as well, but it's mainly for her. Like, the other people are not really interested in her. I mean, in the guy. Okay, so the cards are mainly saying, yeah, this is mainly like a self-hexing as far as her symptoms go. So I'm going to see if somebody did, do some magic on her, because people are assuming that she did, and that's obviously why I'm here to do the reading. But I'm not seeing spiritual work. I'm seeing that I'm seeing her being physically overworked, and I am seeing where she part of this is from exhaustion. A lot of this is physical exhaustion. Again, everything's about being overworked. Her money is funny too. Her money's funny right now. So I feel like she needs to. It's weird because it's like she needs to take care of herself, but taking care of herself also means that she has to take these deals as well, because I feel like there's a lot of people around her that she employs, or she feels that she needs to be employing. Okay, so does she? Did anyone try to hex her? Let's see. Did anyone try to hex her? Did anyone try to hex her? Okay, yeah, there is a gentleman that tried to hex her. There's a gentleman who's tried to hex her. I don't get that he is knowledgeable. I feel like it's him. He's someone that she was romantically involved with, and I'm not sure if it's the guy that she's currently with, because I don't know these people, so you all have to make sense of it. But they've broken up before, and he went to a gentleman. He went with somebody introduced him to a gentleman to do the spiritual work on her, but it was for the purpose of staying in a relationship with him. So it may be the guy that she's with. This may have been something in the past that I'm speaking about. They're saying, the cards are saying that this gentleman, rather than praying for her, he did some work to make her more vulnerable to her. And I feel like this guy, this card came out in reverse. So I feel like this guy, she's under the illusion that this guy she's under the illusion that this guy is very, he's ready to better himself, like whatever transgressions happen in the relationship, she's forgiving him for. But I feel like to everybody else, he's still the same, but to her, he's changed. And I feel like whatever this magic is affecting her perceptions of him. I'm seeing that, yeah, because Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. This gentleman is using the magic to stick around. He's supposed to have been out of the picture, so it may be the guy that she's currently with, actually. The High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, she knows this, though. She knows this, but she pretends that she doesn't. She pretends that she doesn't, and she gets very defensive about it. And I also see her falling on the sword for him. So she's more likely to save herself than to save him as well. So I feel like the spiritual work also is like a form of self-sabotage. The spiritual work only benefits the person that's doing it. Okay, and I feel like this woman's super. If somebody did do some work on her, it's gonna be a guy that she was dealing with, and it was a female that introduced the guy to the spiritual worker. Okay, so does the super herself dabble in magic? Let's see, does she dabble in magic herself? No, but she does. She believes in it, and she probably would. She believes in it. They're saying she's very, very intuitive. They're saying that she has a very strong belief in it, and she has prophetic dreams, but the guy that she's with doesn't want her to get into it like that. And I feel like, because this Knight of Cups came up again, so I feel like this gentleman is not interested in having her get into it because he's afraid of what she would be told, because she wants to deny the realities of spirituality, because if she accepts the truth, then she has to listen to it, and this guy may not be in the picture. I don't think that he's ready to go or she's ready to go either. Now, in the past, she has played around with it. And I get that this may have been like in the teens, early 20s. I don't know how old this individual is. She may be younger than me, and I'm 28. But they're saying that she has dabbled in it in the past, but not to the degrees that, you know, I have dabbled, okay? When I was younger. I see this is more of like some Sabrina the Teenage Witch type of shit. Like, let's play around with it, or let's go and get a reading done. But I'm not seeing this being the effects of karma. I feel like this, whatever, like the spiritual work that has been put on her is not an effect of her magic backfiring. And I'm gonna say this as a paranormal investigator. I haven't typically heard of people's as magic backfiring. I don't think magic can backfire. I think magic has unintended consequences that you just weren't expecting, but leave the magic to us to experience priests and priestesses. Okay, so does her fiance have a child besides the one that he has with her? Hit the skull emoji if y'all are enjoying this reading, by the way. And make sure that y'all leave me questions. Always leave me follow-up questions for celebrities in these comments. Did you all know that I'm running a summer special where you can get a 15-minute psychic reading for $40? Also, did you know that you can go to the Patreon and just for $20 a month, you'll get a 10-minute psychic reading with me? Y'all better hop on it because the readings prices are going to go back to their normal prices very soon. Okay, so does he have a child outside of... No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But there was the question if he did, because there's a woman that he was sleeping with, and I see that he did have to undergo a paternity test. It was two fathers, potential fathers, but he wasn't one of them. No, he doesn't have any children outside of there. The cards are kind of actually describing him as the child. For him to come up as the Page of Pentacles is more of like, I get that he may represent her, like he's like her hype man, or he talks about her kind of sort of like, oh, this is what you should do, this is what we're doing, this is our business, but people kind of look at it as, no, this is her business. I feel like she tells people that he gives her good ideas, but he doesn't give her good ideas. Like, a lot of the good business ideas that she gets come from her ancestors. Okay, so does her fiance have good intentions for her? And then we're gonna switch decks. Does her fiance have good intentions for her? Sometimes, you know. Does her fiance have good intentions for her? He keeps coming up as a Knight of Cups. So this is like liar energy to me. Like, like an inherent liar. Like, he can't help but to lie. Like, he has a tendency to just like be a snake oil salesman. Like, I don't think I get this energy from him that he has a very hard time being genuine. Like, if he had to be genuine, he would cry because he has to address childhood issues that limit his ability to be in touch with his feelings. They're saying that as far as his intentions for her, he doesn't have intent, like, he doesn't intend to not be a burden to her. He puts off his problems on her. And a lot of them are emotional, and I feel like they're family-based problems. I feel that she may help to take care of his family. They're saying that he they're saying that he flip-flops between, like, if it's weird because the Temperance card is saying that he's caught between two forms of selfishness. There's a selfishness where he doesn't want to be there for her. Like he doesn't, I don't get that he tries to be as nurturing or as, I don't get that he tries to be as nurturing or as cooperative as he can be unless it benefits him. And I also feel like he is very possessive of her and her time, and that makes her feel like he's invested into the relationship. But I get that he's looking out for number one all the time. That's how I feel. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like in relationships you have to look out for yourself. So I'm not sure if these are bad intentions. I mean, this is just the truth. These cards are saying that he's solo, that she walks away from the relationship a lot of times, but they constantly get back together because she doesn't really, it's like she has her boyfriend and that's it. She has friends, but I feel like her boyfriend is her like her boyfriend, her fiance is incredibly important to her. Not so much like her lifeline, but I get that she could end up depressed if her relationship with him sours. And I see her constantly returning to it, and he knows this, so he takes advantage of it. He abuses her forgiveness. That's how I would say it. Okay, so he is sexually attracted to her, but he really enjoys controlling her finances, and they're saying like he apprentices under her, so she's taught him a lot about how to market himself as a personality. I get, but he doesn't really know as much about business. I feel like he knows how to use social media to make money, but I don't see him as a businessman. They're saying that he made a family with her. Like, he intentionally made a family with her. I don't know if this was in his destiny to do. I feel like, I mean, is it wrong to take, I mean, in the words of Mara Brock-Akil, in relationships, everybody's going to get used. You just have to be okay with what you're getting used for. And these cards are saying he saw she wanted a family. He saw the opportunity to bring her a family because the Ten of Cups is here, and he went for it. And he felt like, he was like, I can make the best of this. He saw opportunity where other people didn't. The Two of Cups. He knows that he can't give her the sort of love that she wants, and the type of love that she's looking for is power couple relationship love, and he knows he can't do that for her. She knows it too. She's in denial about it, and she's accepted it in the past, but I feel like she's so accustomed to forgiving him that she'd rather keep those revelations buried. She doesn't want to constantly revisit the fact that he just literally, there are power differentials between these two individuals. I don't know who they are. Okay, let's see. Did he really get with her because he was really checking for her, or was it a quick come up? Well, I mean, I guess I can't answer that question, but let's see what the cards say. Did he get with her because he was really checking for her? This deck that I'm shuffling with, I bought it for $10 at half off books. It came with a little booklet and stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a cool little tarot deck. So what was his initial reason for being with her? These cards are saying that she was a single mom when he met her, and that he made this decision under the circumstances that his money was up and down, and that he had been like, she was offering love, like, and he wasn't looking for love, but he knew eventually it could turn into some type of money. They're saying that she's very demanding as well towards other people, but she's not as demanding towards him. I get that he lies about wanting to be married to her because he's coming up again as the Knight of Cups. This damn card keeps fucking coming up. and he's promising it, but the most that she's getting out of this is the reason that they won't get married is because she'd have to plan the marriage. Like, she would need to, like, buy the ring for him to propose to her, because he's not ever going to put forth the initiative to make it happen until he has his own flow of income coming in, and he's going to get married to, he would get married to her because it benefited him. And if it doesn't, then it may not happen. They're saying that he's focusing on other people. Not right now. He's trying to take care of her, but he does have his eyes set on other people. And that he's hoping, he's trying to help her, because he's like, he wants to help her receive peace of mind. He feels responsible for her overworking herself, and then at the same time, he doesn't really know how to run. He doesn't know how to run her business, and that's confusing him. And so between taking care of her and then trying to help fill customer orders or something like that, or whatever's with the business, and he's kind of lost. Not even kind of lost, but he's lost. All right, so how do her family and friends feel about her fiance? How do her family and friends feel about her fiance? How do her family and friends feel about her fiance? The tower came out in reverse. These are the cards that are like, if you like it, I love it. That's how her friends feel. It's like, if you like it, I love it, and we're not really gonna say too much because you're giving us money. They're saying that with her friends and family, Supa is like, she's coming up as a Queen of Pentacles. So they're saying that while she is very professional and very business minded, she also is susceptible to people befriending her for the purpose of getting to her money, and she feels like it's genuine friendship. And her friends and family kind of blindly support her, because if there's a victory for her, is a win for them. Okay, so if they support her in getting what she wants, then she's gonna give them what they want. They feel two things about her. They may not be willing to say it. They feel like she's greedy. When it comes to always, they're like, you want so much, you want so much, she's gluttonous. Gluttonous financially and materialistically. And I'm also seeing that they're saying that she's not particularly careful in the ways in which she goes about spending her money, but they don't care because it benefits them. Like I said, a victory for her is a win for them. With the Tower card being in reverse, again, it said, if you like it, we love it, but they're gonna jump ship when everything comes, if everything were to come crashing down, those people would not be there for her, because they were never there they were never really there for her in the first place. They made sure to maintain healthy boundaries with her by listening to her problems, being there for her financially, making sure that they are in the public eye with her. But I still see that because she prioritizes her relationship, everybody else respects that, and they kind of egg her on, which is not healthy. That's not healthy. They're not being genuine friends with her, because they should be encouraging for her to bond and not isolate herself with a guy for even if the guy is great. I'm not making an assessment. I'm just telling you what should and shouldn't happen. Your friends should want you to be balanced. Let's put it that way. Your friends should want you to have balance, regardless of you being imbalanced, benefiting them or not. Okay, so we're gonna keep going into some more questions. I love these cards. Okay, so the next question is going to be, is her fiance abusive to her or vice versa? Okay, is her fiance abusive to her or vice versa? Oops, that card. Okay, it's her fiance abusive to her, and vice versa. He's intentionally neglectful. He leaves her like to. He's the sort of guy that will encourage her to work a 17-hour shift, and then he'll only work 4 hours, and because he like wants to go to sleep, or if she's. I get that when she's emotionally overwhelmed and he's supposed to be there to nurture her for 3 or 4 hours, he'll only do like 30 minutes, and then after that he's like, it's too much for me, or he doesn't try. He doesn't try. He gets easily flustered himself. Also saying, and I'm saying that's the form of abuse. I feel like he's intentionally passive. There are times where he deliberately drops the ball to hurt her, to disappoint her, to gaslight her. They're saying that she is clingy towards him, and that she may use her money to keep him like into her, or keep her drawn, like always coming back to her. She feels like this is her soulmate. I don't think that he feels the same. He feels like they are better. He feels like the money balances itself out. He feels like, I feel like he feels like, I'm stumbling over my words. Super feels this guy's her soulmate. He feels like her money is his soulmate. Okay? And if they got married, they would divorce really quickly. If they got married at this time, they would divorce really quickly, and he would do it. He would drag it out or something. It's like he wants to get married to be entitled to some of her wealth, but he's not going to explicitly say that. Much rather, and the other thing is that he would mail her divorce papers. So I get that he's very passive. Like, he's more of a shadow of a man than he is a man, and he's okay with being her shadow, not in her shadow, but a shadow, like metaphorically. And I don't have time to explain that. I'll do that in a sermon. Okay, so is she really losing her memory, or is she faking it? I was like, oh my God. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Something's going on with my phone. Sorry, this is a live reading. Well, not really a live reading, but it's a pre-recorded reading. Okay, so anyway, is she faking it? And I'm not going to cut that. I'm going to keep this shit in there. All right, is she faking it, or is she losing her memory? But anyway, I was like, oh my God, this person's losing their memory. Who is this? Like, I was like, I've got to do a reading on this. Like, somebody's losing their memory, and it could be because of spiritual work. Nope, this person is losing their memory. Nope, that is real. It's real, and it's because of a lack of, like, no support after, there's no support after, like, a surgery or an accident or something that she was undergoing. It's some surgery or some accident, and she had no help from other people. And she knew that she wasn't going to have any help. And it's like, the high priestess is reversed. I'm going to clarify just to make sure that the secrets that are coming out, like, it's a lot of information coming out about her home. Like, I feel like people may be connecting the dots about her background and things that she said or done, and it may be changing people's perceptions of her at this time. They're saying that they're going to eventually start trying to promote her as though she's okay, that her friends and family got her and she's cool. But I see that she's frustrated that she can't do work, and she can't get her work done. And I feel like there was a memory loss, but it's like it goes in and out. Like it's not permanent memory loss. Under the circumstances that she's in, her ancestors are saying that she needs to be there. This is fucked up, but her ancestors are saying that this boyfriend is her medicine. That sometimes her memory starts to come back more the more nurturing that he is to her, the quicker that she heals. But in some way, I feel like he's connected to everything that's going on with her. Maybe because he wasn't the helping hand after this accident or surgery or whatever it was. And the cards are just saying that, I mean, she's not, this isn't for publicity, it's real. I'm not thinking this is fake. Yeah, this is not, the memory loss isn't fake. Okay, so the next question that we're going to ask is her sister jealous of her? Is her sister jealous of her? And then we're going to ask about somebody named Judy. Is her sister jealous of her? Yeah, her sister shows her jealousy by not being as supportive as she can. Sometimes people's silence can speak a lot louder than their criticisms, and I feel like her sister is not a consistent supporter, that there are friends that she has that go harder for her than her sister does. Her sister feels like she should be the more popular one or something like that. I feel like her sister feels like she's more entitled to, for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it's because she's of a certain look or because I get that there's a jealousy there because she's like, there's no way that my sister was supposed to have been better than me, but I also feel like because they're kin to each other, she's not going to say that out loud, and she's going to defend her sister and say, hey, I really love her, but people kind of know that she's lying about it. But they're also saying that her sister is indecisive about what she wants to do with her life. Like her sister's supposed to have like a very she's supposed to be like a general laborer, and her sister may want to be really, really creative. Okay, so is Judy? Somebody told me to call her Big Booty Judy. Okay, so I'm gonna call her Big Booty Judy. Is Big Booty Judy jealous of Super? Big Booty Judy. That booty. Big Booty Judy. Mike Tyson that booty. Big Booty Judy. Toot toot. Okay, Big Booty Judy. Is Big Booty Judy jealous? Okay, I don't really do reversals, but I mean, some card is always coming out in reverse in this shit. I mean, I don't do reversals. I don't read them because I read polarity. So it doesn't really matter. I just flip it over because I read polarity. Okay, so they're saying that Judy broods a lot. And I feel like Judy is not jealous. I feel like there's a sense of envy there. And I feel like Judy is kind of like, well, I wish that this was me. Like, I wish that this was me. Like, I'm happy for my girl. But I feel like Judy's kind of like have you all ever met a child that, you met a child that didn't like their step-parent, but their step-parent was a really good parent to them? The child didn't like the step-parent because they wanted their biological parent to do everything the step-parent does, so they resent them for it. I get that Big Booty Judy has a little bit of resentment towards the universe for that. Like, she's happy for Super. She tries to be happy for her friend Super, but she's also kind of like, why didn't you give me this? Like, why is it happening to her? I'm getting the fame and notoriety or whatever, I guess, that I want, but I don't like the avenue I don't like the way that's being packaged. I see that Judy tries to stay close to Super, who comes up as the Emperor. And she tries to stay close to her kind of like as a spiritual friend that doesn't really provide too much good advice to her. I feel more so like Super has people around her that will allow her, like, if Super went broke, these people will allow her to sleep on her couch, on their couch. But I don't think that makes somebody a friend. If you really need somebody, they'll really be there for you. Like, if it came down to her survival. I get more from these. Another one. I'm getting more from these cards that Judy is a strategist. I get that Judy's a strategist, and she strategically placed herself, like, she's strategically loyal. Judy, they're two sides of the same coin. Judy cares more about, if she has a man or a woman or whatever, she would care more about that person than Super. And Super's the same. I mean, Super's the same way. She cares more about her spouse than everybody else. But I mean, Super's more compassionate, and her heart she has more love for everybody than Judy does. I think that Judy has issues. From these cards, it's more of like Judy has issues loving herself. And it seems that that's because of her mom. And things not... I think if her mom is still alive, they still go back and forth with each other about petty shit. And they still bump heads. And I think her mom is jealous of her. I think Judy's mom would be jealous of her. So anyway, from these cards... Is Judy jealous of Super? I would say more so envious. And I would also say that Judy holds her tongue. Like, if Super didn't have so much money, I do get that she would tell her a lot more truth and say, girl, this is what I think, and this is what I think about you, and XYZ. But like I said, Judy is very strategic. She's emotionally she has a lot of emotional intelligence. Okay, she has a tremendous amount of emotional intelligence. Okay, so let's see. Will Super marry Lou? Will Super marry Lou? Are they getting married? Will Super marry Lou? Super marry Lou. They can't right now. They can't get married right now. The money's fucked up. I feel like he would tell her something like, we need to focus on some other things, before he's smart. He would say, like, I want us to get an expensive wedding and for us to have the money to do it. But he would tell her, no, not right now, because I don't think I feel like her businesses are not profitable the way that they should be right now, according to these cards, because I'm just saying, I don't want to spill too much tea. But, shit, I don't give a fuck. The business, the finances, look, she needs to check her profit margins, and I feel like there's something that needs to be shut down because it's not making money. It's like a location or something. I don't know, but not right now. Let's put it that way. Not right now. He has a very creative way of getting her to wait. The same thing. It's still saying not right now. No matter how many... No, I'm trying to ask the question from different angles. I was telepathically asking, what do they need to do to get married? And it's the same thing. That she needs to make the decision about when she wants to propose to him. And when she wants to date. Like, she has to set everything up. She needs to make the decision regardless of him. And tell him this is what's going to happen. But instead, she wants to allow him to have a voice so that he can feel like he's a man. But, I mean, he's manipulative. So, damn. I don't even know who these people are, but... excuse me. Anybody that's gotten a reading, a private reading through me, like, eventually, after, like, 20 minutes, I can pick up on somebody's shit. All right, so, will Super see what's going on around her? Will she see everything that's going on around her? I mean, let's let's see. Is she aware of everything that's going on around her? And I'm guessing people, y'all. Okay, so the cards are speaking. They're saying that. Okay, everything relates back to money with her. Everything relates back to, not for her, but it's like everything around her relates back to money. Okay, so I'll put it to you this way. I feel like her mom or immediate family, it's like moms and immediate family are after money, okay? She's been disappointed and had to let tons and tons of people go, people that were stolen from her because they were only interested in money. People don't help her because they're interested in money. Right now, money is slow. Like her finance is slow. Like revenue is really slow right now. I'm also seeing her where her relationship is about money, and she's doing everything that she can to generate new income for herself, but it's not coming through the way that it should. The money's not coming in the way that it should, and I'm about to check into why that is. Okay, so now the cards are speaking about spiritual work again. So, I mean, y'all love to talk about hexes and curses and shit, but y'all motherfuckers do not give a goddamn about logging on to motherfucking Indeed and looking for a new goddamn job. But y'all bitches always asking, when's my next blessing gonna come? When your black ass gets your motherfucking, types in INDEED.com and get your ass off the fucking internet. Lazy motherfuckers, y'all. Okay, so, they're saying that. Okay, so from this row here, she needs a business partner, a very solid businesswoman, period. Not a personality, not someone she knows. She needs a business partner, and I'm also saying like she needs to make sure that she has an accountant. The other thing is somebody in her family needs to either help her with a spiritual bath. But I see that a woman in her family helped that gentleman find the spiritual worker to do the work on her to keep her interested in this relationship. It may have been the past, may have been the current one. And I guess I'll do some clarification on that in a second. Here, they're saying that what's coming for her is like what she needs to know. I think this is going to be a bad year for her financially. And I feel like this is a year where people are going to capitalize on original ideas that she's created. They're all, especially because of like her being so sick right now. I feel like this has opened up the door for new competition to like swarm in. This row is saying that she's not going to receive any more help. She's actually not going to receive any more assistance, even with all the pity and sympathy that's being generated by everything that's going on around her. I don't see things changing. I see it being the same, and it stays the same because she's in denial about all these other things happening. I'm also saying here again spiritual work as well. Somebody has done spiritual work on her business to slow things down. Okay, somebody has tried to decelerate her monthly sales. Okay, so this relationship, she's gonna stay in it. She's gonna stay in a relationship even if, let's see, she's not gonna let it go. She's not letting it go at all. She's not letting it go, especially because right now, because she's in such a fragile state, I feel like all he has to do is nurture her, be there for her. And it's like, that's pretty easy. She's almost like a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to take care of a baby than it is a teenager because a baby doesn't, it's a baby. It's, there are like 3 things to do. Make sure you wipe its ass, put it to sleep, and like feed it. I mean, he's a grown ass man. So, I mean, she's in a baby state. So once she gets better, I feel like whatever problems that they were trying to get over before are gonna re-arise again. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a wedding this year. And if they do have a wedding, congratulations. because, you know, these things are not fixed. She could easily go and see a spiritual worker and get, hell, me, and do some baths, and I'll give her nigga a bath too, his stinking ass. And they can get married, and I would be like, get married. Yeah, see a couples therapist, but from the way the trajectory of things are going, I don't know about y'all getting married. Okay, or her seeing things better. Okay, so will her health get better? Is her health going to get better? No. Not. She's gonna be in this state for a little minute, at least another 2 months. Let me see. Will her health get better? High Priestess again. The Tower. No, I mean, no. I think that she's gonna get to a place where she's functional. But some of this damage is permanent. Some of the damage that's been done has been permanent. I feel like this is something that she's always gonna live with, and her health is not gonna get better. It's like asking, can a military veteran get better? It's like, well, they're gonna live with this illness for forever, and it gets worse. So I mean, I feel like she's gonna get to a place where she's functional. I'm also saying that this damn boyfriend is a fool. Because it's talking about him taking advantage of the opportunity to like deal with other women while she's sick. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I see it here. The Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, again, he comes with the Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of, yeah, he's going to take advantage. He's going to be milking the shit out of this for his freedom. She's not going to let him go either. Her family's going to keep taking good care of her. Her family will be around her. Her family will be running her social media for a little minute. Anytime you see her, she may have someone around her to make sure that, you know, she's on the up and up, or to, you know, take attention away from some of the things that she's doing or that may not make sense, but she's going to need some assistance for a while. Okay? I'm not exactly sure what her condition is, but as far as her getting better, I feel like she's going to regain her memory. But I feel like she's going to regain her memory, but I feel like she's going to be on some sort of like meds for a while, like mood stabilizing meds. I'm a sociologist, not a fucking psychologist, okay? I mean a psychiatrist, I'm a sociologist. Anyway, my name is Dr. Quintarius Shakir, and thank you for tuning into the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to blackspectrumnetwork.com. If you want spiritual guidance to learn how to work with your ancestors, or you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, subscribe to our Patreon. You can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. Make sure that you check out my website, okay? Check out the website, blackspectrumnetwork.com, and hop on that summer psychic reading special, okay? Summer psychic reading special. Before I go, I'll leave you with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Come on, everybody, say it with me. Gave mercy to these hoes, what would Jesus do? I'm your reader, Nexo, and remember, the truth is always collaborative. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be